All right, and I think I am live. A rare Friday afternoon chat here. Let me see if this thing is gone. And yes, we are underway here. Try to get that light positioned a little bit here. All right. Get a little better. Over there, what's up, Joseph Camus? How you doing? Nice to see you. Happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody. You might hear we got a situation on the front street here. We got Jen. There's some crackhead on the porch. There's some crackhead on the porch. Just screaming, and he's not even on the porch. He walked off of the street, and he's some guy. The purple house over there. He's just on the front lawn, just going crazy. How you doing, everybody? Nice to see you. So I was going to tell people, if you hear random yelling in the background, it's because we had some crackhead walk down the street and just set himself up on randomly on somebody's porch across the street there. Let me show Jen. Hold on a minute. I mean, what the hell? I mean, the people own the house, and all of a sudden you got a crackhead setting up shop on the front porch, screaming and hollering at the top of his voice.
It's owned by the city, man.
Huh?
It's owned by the city.
What's owned?
The house.
How do you know?
It got
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Sorry about that. We had a little situation. Okay, Miguel says, Jen, I got a video for you on 9,000 subscribers. Good to hear, Miguel. I never saw anybody, and hello, everybody. I've missed you. I never saw anybody just randomly walk down the street, then make a left onto somebody's porch and sit there on the swing ranting and raving. So,
You never seen something like that before?
no, not here. He made himself right at home on the front porch over there, just screaming at the top of his lungs.
Man.
I knew the people that were inside were like, man, call the cops. We got a crackhead. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, they
Friday
got
Nuts
two
here.
babies there.
Hi, Lavender. How are you? Hi, Susie Q. What's up?
She's got a new baby. The second one.
Over here?
Yeah.
Man, you know everything that's going on around here, don't you? Jen's on a got-to-know basis of what's going on in the hood.
Intelligence is everything.
Well, you know, I don't know what the heck to do with. I don't know what to do with the guy. No, I actually got this in Mexico in Los Algodones in I want to say July or August of last year. Hope you guys like it. Might even have been September. It's an authentic Mexico. So when I walk around the hood and I go shopping here, they're always treating me like I'm more of a local.
You say something, nobody wants to hear it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You know, once a crackhead, always. Yeah, Jen knows everything that goes on in the neighborhood. Everything. Are they taking them away, or what are they doing over there?
I don't know.
Wow. Usually you'd be right there with your nose at the window watching everything.
No.
Hmm?
Them days are over.
Them days are over. Thank you.
Last time I was on
Hey,
the
Cinnamon.
I can't remember. It's been forever.
Yeah, Cinnamon, good news. The lot more of the seeds are germinating and everything, so they're gone. Stephanie, nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a hot minute or two. I was sitting down here. I was out back actually talking to Dee. We were sitting at the table on the back deck, and I just started to hear this random yelling, and then it didn't go away. Usually you'll have a crackhead. He'll go down the street and he'll pass you, and eventually it fades away. But this stayed the same. And I looked out the front, and here's this guy just sitting on these people's front porch, just throwing his hands up and yelling and screaming. So yeah, Cinnamon Hot, the garden's looking good. Yeah, it's a rare Friday afternoon. Usually if I'm going to be on another channel on my baking tonight, I'll come on and try to do an afternoon hangout so that I have something on here. Nextdoor is a good app. We have Nextdoor. We have that. And it's like too much information because now we got people Crafty Kitty on the Nextdoor app that are making crap up about neighbors. All of a sudden it's turned into a real gossip. It's turned into a real gossip pit here. So I don't really follow it too much. The Nextdoor, I have definitely have the app. Get all the police business. This guy was doing this in my car. This guy was doing that to my car. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How you doing, Gail? Nice to see you. So there goes Missy Jen's gonna have a peek out there. Huh? Well, I'm going to peek for a minute. Let me just see if they took I wish I had the phone instead of the cam. I'd take you guys out there.
I'm not nosy at all. I don't want to know.
Well, now they got two cars.
Yeah, you've always been a schmuck nose.
Now they got backup. So, I don't know. Now they got two cops out there. Maybe somebody can check the Santa Rosa police scanner out there. They started neighborhood here too. How you doing, Oz? Thank you, sweetie. I thought it felt like a cowgirl. It's Memorial Day weekend. And, you know, I know the spirit of Memorial Day, and it's something that Jen and I have honored for years, and I will on Monday. But I will tell you what, it doesn't feel like a weekend. It feels like every other day of the week here. Part of the reason, of course, is that you know, with the cornholio, people are starting to get really fatigued about this whole thing. How you doing, Penny Pincher? Nice to see you. Thank you, Cinnamon. Yeah, I just decided to pop my hat on today and start to celebrate Memorial Day my own way. I'll be baking tonight. I'm going to be making, Dee has requested lemon bars, so I went out and got some lemons today. I'll be zesting them tonight, squeezing the juice, and making some lemon bars, so I hope they turn out good. Hello, Joey D in the chat. Nice to see you, Joe. Hey, Jessica Dean, live with Rosie. I think Dee will be coming in a bit to join, but I'll tell you, meth, I can see the toll. Definitely see the toll that it's taken on the streets no matter which city I go to, and I know a lot of countrysides are ravaged like that. I don't think there's any coming back. I don't think there's any early this year, 25th, Don't Feel Holiday is right. I don't think there's any coming back. When your mind is affected like that, I think it's like a permanent thing. So, I mean, in a way, I can feel sorry for the guy, but you know, yeah, thumbs up or appreciate it, guys. It's a very rare afternoon chat for me these days because I'm bored. Hey, Candle Hoarder, how are you? Want to thank the kind subscriber. She did not want any publicity on the channel, but you can see she sent us a lot of treats over there. Look at that. 2 big snack boxes, some peanut butter pretzels, Oreos, all kinds of things. Wasn't that sweet of her? Very grateful for that. Thank you, honey, for sending that. You're probably watching right now. I got my money pending on the 27th on my birthday account. I got my check. People are trying to talk Rich Life road trips to. I welcome anybody. It's a long haul for Rich Life coming from Kentucky, Arkansas, out that way. He's welcome to come here as long as he brings his home with him because we have a full up rancho right now. So, you know, you got your money, Eddie. I got my money yesterday and I deposited it in the bank today, and it was a really, really nice feeling to have that moolah in there. Loved having that. Yeah, she sent us quite a load of stuff over. We haven't even opened the other snack box yet, but it was very very kind. Get a lot of people that do that on the channel, and I'm very grateful. Yeah, Rich Life has come into my chats a couple times. I don't really know him real well. you know, that's all I can say about the Rich Life. I don't really think he knows me too well, so you know, but we try to be nice. He said he really likes you and respect. Yeah, he's a nice guy. I mean, like I say, every High Mouse Toast, every time I've ever had him in my chat, and I'll comment on some of his set videos sometime, not so much the live streams. I've always tried to be positive with Rich Life as I am with most people there. Yes, and a plum tree is my tent spot here. Yeah, that's nice. So yeah, he all he has to do is contact me. Just send me a Gmail. Maybe we can meet him on the road. Rich, it's called Rich Life for Road Trips. I think is the channel name. I usually go to the cemetery, but not this year. We usually try to do. I usually try to do some type of morning reading or something from Memorial Day, or pull something out of history to show an extraordinary moments of valor in the United States military as a way of remembering. This should be the most solemn holiday in America. You know, we have Veterans Day, which honors people like Joey D that have served in my chat, but Memorial Day is a whole nother. It's a whole nother deal here for those people who gave up their lives in the service, and there's a lot of great stories. Thank you, Tammy. Well, do I need to be protected from Rich Life? I don't think he seems like a pretty mellow guy. Maybe he makes a good barbecue, being as he's from down south like I am. Maybe he makes a good barbecue. I don't know. Come on out to Rancho, man, and get some ribs and do your thing. You love the wooden floors. Floors is floor work.
Nothing on him or anywhere in the.
What's that, honey?
They couldn't find anything on him or in the perimeter, so they sent him on his way.
Well, they must have trespassed him officially from the property.
Well, they told him to leave, and so he walked up in there, and then they went after him over there.
Oh my God!
Told him to leave there, so now he's walking that way.
It's amazing when somebody's a screamer and a crackhead. How fast! It's amazing how fast they straighten up when
it's. He's got no shoes on, nothing. He's just hopping around.
It's amazing how fast they straighten up when a cop makes an appearance.
Well, they were looking for a smoke stovepipe or anything that he might have tossed away.
Do you really want to put the guy in your squad car in the back with Cornholio and stuff?
They couldn't find anything.
Yeah, we're having a wonderful day. Hey, Tammy, how you doing, honey? Yeah, no one really respect. No, not at all. He just really. Oh, okay. Yeah. Tammy, I wish I knew him better. As you guys know, I really don't do panel chats anymore. And I'm pretty rare to pop into side chats. I'm really trying to focus on getting back to what I call the roots of YouTube, which is creating video content that will be enduring and kind of minimizing the live chats, because they're not, they're fun. They're a lot of fun, but they're not going to put grip beneath your wheels on YouTube. You know, YouTube wants video content that takes people places, teaches people something. They don't want to just, they'll let you socialize, of course, but so they've made it, hi Uber Goober, so they've made it so that you can make your money, hi Angus, which is cool if you're a social gabber, and people enjoy that. They have memberships now. You can come in and be a member, which is cool. And super chat. So they've developed that niche, but as far as channels like that specialize in that type of produced content, they're never going to get the push by YouTube to mainstream. So because it doesn't make sense. Jojo says, Rosie, when Cornholio is over, come party in Europe with D. I have a crazy red cat I called after D-Dub. Now a year old. Thank you, almost Uber. I'd like to get to, how you doing, Kim C? I'd like to get to Europe. I'd particularly like to see some of Eastern Europe. I've been to France. I spent tons of time in England when I worked for the Royal Bank of Canada, flying between Hong Kong and London. quite often staying in the Kensington area of London. I enjoyed it a lot. Hideously expensive. I've been to France, I've been to Belgium, I've been to the Netherlands, but I would like to see some of Eastern Europe, get over to Russia and places like that. So these things I'm particularly interested. I kind of did Asia, although I can go over there and have fun. I'm half debating getting on a plane and going to Hong Kong because there's so much stuff going on right now with the People's Republic of China is cracking down on social freedoms in Hong Kong right now. So it's kind of a good time to bring content. But you know, I don't want to sit on Green Island, which sits off the coast of Hong Kong, for 2 weeks in an isolation quarantine situation for 2 weeks, waiting to get the hell out of there, and then have to come back to the U.S. from Hong Kong and be stuck in a quarantine here for 2 weeks. Have a great day, sweetie. Lots of love and respect. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate that. So yeah, I mean, I would, yeah, meet up with Bald and Bankrupt. That'd be a dream. He does more of the unknowns, the Kazakhstans, Azerbaijan, Turkmenistan, places like that he can shed some light. And he speaks Russian too, which helps a lot. How you doing, Purple Cottage Crafts? Nice to see you. So I think that would be interesting. I would like to get over to Hong Kong. Obviously, the price of travel is going to go down a lot. The price of hotels, Hong Kong is one of those places. It's extremely expensive to work out of there. They still have a lot of freedom compared to mainland China being a special administrative region. But there's going to be changes coming up, so it might be cheaper. Yeah, houses of worship are essential today. Look, hey man, if you can open a liquor store, hi Jen, hi Be Kind. Yeah, if you can open a liquor store, I'm sorry man, you can open a house of worship, and people will take their chances, but they will feel good. They will feel nourished in the soul, and we forget that going into a church provides sustenance for the soul, and we're in very tough times right now. The news flow is economically very bad, and we're gonna have possibly 30% unemployment and stuff. It's tough times we got to get through, and a lot of people will turn to worship. Yeah, I hope these governors don't think they can threaten our. Yeah, you can't do that. I mean, you really, maybe in the first initial lockdown phase, they were very cooperative. But there was a church in Maryland that the guy just tore up the order. We have a series. There's a guy that he used to be a drug abuser, and his wife, and they recovered. And they have a string of thrift shops here called Crossing the Jordan, and they have defied orders against opening. And every day, the guy's racked up $21,000 of fines so far for refusing to close. And every day, instead of making the police come to his store, he'll actually go to the police station in the morning, pick up his citation, and then go on to work. Let's see. Hey, how you doing, Enzo? Nice to see you. I'm going to church on Sunday. I don't know what they'll do locally here. They tend to be more liberal minded in terms of they might follow the governor. We still have very, very much rising cases of cornholio. Our county started to really rise now. I guess more testing is showing more things. So, but it's like the president said, we're not going into another lockdown in this country can't sustain another lockdown. So Uber Goober, I hope you're doing good. Staying safe up there, honey, which I know you are. You're doing everything I can. You can. Don't answer the door. Don't do anything. Yeah, cowgirl today. So it's very weird. This poor guy's racking up lots of fines, but he considers his thrift store essential because it's providing employment for people that are reformed. He has a program he runs It's a very tough program. It's a tough love program, but it has good success. And he's afraid if he fires these 100 or so employees that are manning these thrift shops, that they will slide back to the streets and you know their lives will collapse. Governor Pence already put out a test for our pastors. I'm not quite sure what kind of test would that be. I'm going to go staying. Yeah, I like that. Hungarian sassy, baby. I like that a lot. That's what makes you. So we'll see what happens in that regard. I don't know what California. I don't know if governors can override it or not. You know, but on the federal level, I think what did Trump say? If you're a governor and you have a problem with it and you call me, I'm not going to answer the phone about it. So, y'all seen this? Yeah, thumbs up or appreciate. Y'all seen this tension between the federal governments and the states that I haven't seen in my lifetime and stuff. So I don't know how the election's going to play out. I have no idea how the election's going to play out in places like Michigan that you know the governor's kind of at odds with Trump, and Nevada is kind of at odds, and of course Nevada went for Hillary Clinton last time, so Trump's not really in love with Nevada. They're going to be trying to reopen, but they have very rapidly rising number of cases in Nevada. So we'll see. Everyone should open. Yeah, if liquor stores can open, hell, man, and I'm damn glad. Let me tell you this. If they had closed the liquor stores down here, I would have loaded the van up in Nevada and just made a short road trip over to Nevada and got what the hell I want. Okay, so I think houses of worship should be open too. Have they opened the restaurants in Sonoma yet? They have here in what they're doing, Joey D. Here is they're contemplating. I don't think they've put it in effect yet. They want to close 4th Street, which we walked on last night, D and I, if you were on the Cornholio stream last night, and allow the restaurants to put tables Parisian style out on the sidewalk to expand their economics. Because economics for restaurants aren't going to work if you have to pull out half the tables within the restaurant on a Friday night. You're not going to, even with every table full, you're not going to probably make money. So by allowing them to put tables on the sidewalks, they can get the social distancing, and they also create a unique experience for people, making more pedestrian friendly these cities. As of right now, Joe, the only thing you're allowed to do is have curbside pickup. You have to pre-order. You're not really supposed to walk up and order. You saw how awkward it is when I wanted to get a couple bottles of seltzer water yesterday, how awkward that was. How you doing, Craig? And other than that, you can still not go inside. You can't go inside and sit at a restaurant. We could in Las Vegas, but there were very few open. Now, last time we came down 4th Street last night, there were more restaurants that were open. They all put a table at the front door. They all have their mini menus posted, and you can order on, you can pick up that, you walk up, they'll ask you your name. Now, the other thing last night that I told you was really, 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 really hit home was when we went to get dinner at the end of the night. And I was really looking forward to some carne asada tacos or the carne asada plate, and there wasn't any beef in the restaurant. So I'm hoping, unfortunately, a lot of our beef is now being shipped over to China because it commands higher money over there right now. So, Monkey Boy, nice to you. Yes, churches should be open. Churches should be at this discretion. All the church doors should be wide open so people can hear the singing and praising. The wind can maybe blow through and disperse the cornholio. The thing is, there's a thing called viral load, and this is the important thing. Just because you get some random cornholio viruses floating in the air does not mean that you have enough to be infected. You have to have what's called a significant viral load to trigger that immune system that's unable to respond. So now they're saying if you touch things, the cornholio doesn't live every day. It's you get different conflicting information and crap. Let's see. Kim says, "Yeah, functioning alcoholics." I hear you, Kim. Yeah, I would subscribe to that too. Good afternoon, Jackie Blue, and all of the pot shots were all the dispensaries here were open and functioning for delivery or curbside pickup. Hello, Bella. Nice to see you. Hey, Cheryl. How are you doing? Valerie. Nice to see you. No problem, Jen. Jen, it's just an honor, guys. It was $9.98. Susie, I'm telling you, y'all, it's the meat. Dee was paying. I don't know what the hell it was. $12 a pound for ribeye, and you know, my wig almost stood on end when he showed me that, and I'm like, man, I've never spent $40 on meat in my life. And there wasn't much a lot. There wasn't a lot in the case. Hey, LaDonna, nice to see you. Now, hey, Lindsay, Missy Jen was at the store today, and she's always very careful, masked up and everything. And we think we're pretty much cornholio free. We've been pretty much keeping Missy Jen isolated from D, and she went in and said the stores were looking pretty good. The meat case was looking a little better there. So who knows? It just depends if these these packing plants close down again. I saw they have all kinds of screens and stuff up. So, but I think they're going to have a very difficult time dealing with packing plants because the cold air cornholio really likes that. I think they're going to have the same problem. I hate to say it, in Las Vegas casinos are going to be the equivalent of sitting in an airplane with recirculating air. Air conditioning systems, if you want to constantly bring in outside air in, it costs a lot more than just recirculating the air within the casino. And they're also talking about banning, there's people pushing now to ban smoking inside of casinos now for the health of the workers. So Bella says our church and clubs are open. That's great. Glad to hear that. Poland is a beautiful country. I've heard that too. We we have a small burgers. I've turned more of my interest to Beyond Meat. And I don't know. Okay, some of y'all might say I'm never gonna have. I don't cotton, and I'm not fixing to have a veggie burger. But I'll tell you, if you ever go to Burger King and you get the Impossible Whopper, it's it's pretty darn good. Another speeding goofball out there. It's pretty darn good. Wendy's had no burgers upstate PA. Like I listen to you all the time. I don't make many. I found you months ago. Like say Dave Campbell Dave, but it's a functional. But and like I said to Dave Campbell Dave, but what is a functional? I don't know, Max. You're asking the wrong person. I'm a binge drinker. When I drink a lot. When I don't drink, I don't think about it for days. I could go a month without having a drink. Angus, we see your posts on there, honey. So I'm not like, but anyway, welcome. Thanks, Max, for chatting up. I don't know about the chemicals in it, Monkey Boy. You should worry also about the steroids within meat and things like that. Aircraft errors and research fresh comes in and stale. Yeah, well, I mean, they talked about that issue before, Cobra John, about uh, airlines were recirculating the air to save money. So I'm glad, But what is a functional alcoholic? I guess it's somebody that can hold a job, right? And, uh, sneak into the restroom and have a little bit of a nip sitting on the pot. right? Go home and get smashed, go to bed early, and get to go to work again. I just had one of those for lunch. I really enjoy them. I'm a vegetarian and I eat them every day. Yeah, so I'm very interested in potentially investing in Beyond Meat, the company. They know we all got opinions. They all stink. Well, yeah, we do all have opinions for more. Yeah, it's just the confinement. Something's got to. What we know in casinos, I can guarantee you that they're not always bringing in fresh air. And Cornholio likes very cool temperatures, and casinos like to keep it really cold inside. We know. Uh, Very chilly. Okay, you walk in off the strip into a casino, and you certainly know you've walked into air conditioning. Right chemicals will grow your titties, monkey boy. Just saying, yeah. Well, they did wonders for mine. Yeah, I don't know, Max. I'm never one to look down on anybody when it comes to. I've known a lot of alcoholics. My grandmother died of alcoholism, the renowned moonshiner. I don't think I ever saw her in her later 10 years in a standing position. She was always laying on the couch with an Afghan over her watching Lawrence Welks just drunk. Okay. She was a great moonshiner though. Uh, and that's what you get for being born down in North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina, in the old moonshining country. Down there. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna get something to drink. Oh boy. Oh man. I'll tell you, wouldn't that suck to be a cop and have to deal with crackheads every day? Oh man, I wouldn't stand that. And provides daily on the glow. And oh, okay, there you go, LaDonna. Thank you, honey. Dr. Campbell from England provides daily updates on the global cornholio and medical issues. Cool. I do like to drink. Sean, the American Patriot, meatitarian, man. There we go. I like meat too, but I'm just saying I grew up at a time like out in Sebastopol. For those of you who have been on a chooch, and I reviewed the restaurant several times. It was called the Slice of Life. It was like one of the original vegetarian restaurants in America. Started in 1974, and they developed a pretty good burger. How you doing, D?
Oh, I'm
And
doing good. Just had to get some lunch.
yeah, and we have Amy's Kitchen is headquartered here with their factory here. A lot of you know Amy's Kitchen, their products. Hello, Alpha Wolf. Hello, hey Stickers. How you doing? I hope you're doing good. Say hi to Becca. Hope you guys are doing well over in, I imagine you're still in the UK, but cheers to you. Too bad some of the common sense of Rosie didn't rub off. Well, the way it is, where's the monkey boy with goodies? Didn't it? Boy, his girlfriend threw down she threw down a hell of a meal. You missed the action a half hour ago. With a crackhead. Walk down the street, make a left right up onto somebody's porch, make himself right at home on the swing, and he's screaming and hollering at the top of his lungs. Two cop cars they let him go, you know. No shoes, you know. And as soon as he walked up the street, he turned into the apartment house there, and the cops were like, "Oh hell no! Keep moving up the street up there. We don't want to have to be called back. We don't have to be called back to that again." There's D-Dub. So that was pretty wild. I kept hearing this screaming, you know. And
Is that what that was?
Yeah. Did you hear that? You know, could you hear that?
Yeah, but you hear all kinds of weird things around here.
Yeah, no, they call it the hood for a reason. But, you know, we're used to crackheads, but it's rare when a crackhead will just go up to somebody's swing on their porch and just start making themselves home and screaming and hollering. And the people were inside like this, like, oh my God, what do we do? Hey, Mental with the Rental, how are you? Good evening, Emerald Isle. Hope you're doing well. I finally have a chat that Emerald Isle doesn't have to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning and say hi. And it's so nice to see you. It's gotten a lot worse over the years nationwide. I mean, Vegas had all reversed. Every bit of progress they made on the streets was totally rolled back. I'd say in the last 2 months, it was astounding how you can't blame the cops. I mean, who wants to have cornholio breath in their face every day? You know what I'm saying?
Not very many
Hey,
people.
Chicago. No, he wasn't living with her Chicago Ballet, and welcome to my chat for the very first time. So, never showed up before. Wasn't living with her. He stopped by to visit her and to do some work for her. Crack is whack. Wonder if he's related to Whitney Houston. Yeah. Well, he might have been in as far as he was looked like a 25-year-old black guy, so maybe there's somewhere related back in the family tree. I don't know. Hey, Ava, how are you? Hey, Michelle in Myrtle Beach. I bet it's nice down there. Yeah, Emerald's like, yeah, that's true. 9:52 here. Nice to be awake. So.
Wow, that's light
But
compared to what it is here.
But I don't know. There is really no effective treatment. Once your mind is affected by, there's really no coming back that I've ever seen. It's just a crack or meth just is something to your mind.
I had a business partner that actually took all of our tools and everything else one night, and next morning it was gone. I'm like, where's all the tools? He's like, yeah, I've been up for 2 days. I'm sorry, man. I've been smoking that crack. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. You smoke crack? Holy shit, dude.
Anderson Henderson. Yeah, Whitney Houston was my mom, huh? Yeah, I thought I saw you in a cameo appearance in the Bodyguard with her and Kevin Costner. Bittersweet.
That's just some pepper jack and smoked turkey.
And I will always love. Yeah, Whitney Houston is a legend. Feels great, and everything opened up here, even the hair salon. That is great. I know Mouse Toes is in the great state of South Carolina there, and she was never a fan of this lockdown crapola. I know that. I know damn well in California. I don't know what that means to. My neighbor did enough meth. He is nice enough to warn me of the CIA drone. Isn't that nice, Roger? At least dance when you sing. Feeding what hungry? Alpha Wolf, you know me. In the course of a year, I probably distribute.
If they're talking about me, I buy my own food. By the way.
Oh no, he not. I bought it. He bought more food for me than than I bought for him. He picked up the $40. He picked up the $40 steaks for damn sure. So But in the course of the year, I probably give out $1,000 on the street, here and there. See certain people I see all the time that are very gentle souls that choose to live that life that aren't hellraisers out there. So I try to do my part by doing that. But no, D never came with the expectation that we would be feeding him, and he doesn't take half-hour showers. The place is cleaner than when he moved into it, arguably. So everything's all precision military arranged on. on
Just who I am.
Everything's yeah. Who in the hell cares, right? I mean, people. You see what they sent us more stuff here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so help yourself. We've got peanut butter pretzels. We got
You get a lot of food sent
couple
here.
we get a lot of stuff here. It's a wonder I'm able to keep my figure with all the stuff that's sent here. But all kinds of snack boxes and all the things like that. I have a list of words that someone could die from have spoken around me, and one is flatten the curve. Yeah, aren't you tired of hearing that crap? The other one is getting on my nerves is social distancing. All right, I am so sick of hearing social distancing. Hey, Jackie
Thank
Blue.
you, Jackie Blue.
I'm so sick about it, hearing social distancing and looking at the signs everywhere. I'm like,
Crap, of course.
and yeah, any butter beans left? When's the burrito? Ava, the Dorito bikini will be out tonight. I'm going to be making. D has requested lemon bars. I'm actually going to make a lemon round and then slice it into triangular, like a pie, and you can take out a piece of the bar and enjoy it. See, I haven't quite decided how I'm going to make it yet, but one thing I can tell you, it'll be good. I got all the fixings today. I got the lemons, picked all that up. I got some beer, so I'll be doing that tonight, making those lemon bars. And lemon is actually one of my favorite flavors because it's so bright and it's so nice. Biden said, if you vote for Trump, you ain't. Yeah, I know he did. He said something else today that was crazy. Hangout's not heard that, and Hangout's not heard that in years. Be safe. Even D's hashtag wash your MF hands. On that. But
Yeah, personal space. I called it my personal bubble. It's always 6 feet though, man. Get away
good
from me.
afternoon, Celeste. They do sound good. You know what I'm going to be mad about? Now they say it doesn't spread as easily as contact surface. I'm going to be so mad if this country got pushed into a major depression because of this crap, because of all this BS it's coming down. Wouldn't that be terrible? And now it's like less infectious, it's a little harder to spread, and the curve is flat and all that. Craig, I don't have any. It's the wrong season for picking lemons right now, so I have just store-bought lemons tonight. So I'm going to be using them. Can you be the? Yeah, I can, Ava. I'll probably do that one weeknight next week. I'll try to do that once a month or so. Do that. Where's my? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that's.
Give him a blast. There it is.
Thank you, Quinny.
So yeah, tonight will be about baking, and it'll be fun. First, you make the pastry round or square. Then you put the filling on top. Then you put it in the oven. It sets and gels on top of that. And you sprinkle off with some confectioner sugar on the top. Should be. I think it will too. I think people just went into fear. Yeah, I think it will, Celeste, and I'm going to be really, really pissed if a lot of this could have been unavoidable. Although the markets were telling us last August that a recession was coming, this probably just accelerated. Like this would like smashing a wall. This thing. I mean, in my lifetime, I've never seen anything like this. So. Roger said, I expect rampant inflation. My hay crop should be ready. It's going to be 3 weeks before it's ready to cut. Okay. Well, should I plant hay out on the back 40 here, or what should I do? Grow some, get some hay going. 4 p.m. in Wisconsin,
Some straw bales.
the great state of Wisconsin. I will say this about Wisconsin. Last August, I had the pleasure for the first time of visiting Wisconsin. Loved Milwaukee. Okay, not too crazy about Kenosha. Okay, it was okay. Went up to the. We did a couple things up there, but I'll tell you what was really cool. When I drove from Milwaukee to North Platte, Nebraska, I went through Dubuque and some other towns on the way down there, and the very neatest, cleanest, most orderly farms I ever saw in my life were driving southwest across Wisconsin. There, it was an amazingly clean state.
They're known for
Amazingly.
their cheese.
Please give D-Dub a cowboy hat. They were known for beer too, brewing Milwaukee.
You won't see me wear a cowboy hat.
Yeah, I picked this up. You know, I want to tell you, Alpha Wolf, I go into I walk the streets in the hood, and I get an extra special little hey from the guys. Hey, chica. You know, they recognize this as an authentic Mexican hat. So, yeah, Milwaukee is outstanding. That's some top. These top is also. Hey, Bill. Yeah, it's my tops are always things of interest on here. I always. This is my favorite shirt that
Oh, really? This
he
one?
wears. Actually, yeah.
The Marilyn
Yeah,
Monroe?
yeah, it's a very good. Well, be self-service in the pubs from now on. Take your cash and hold back. Ticked off at this contact tracing. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, it's basically on your phone now anyway. Contact every time you're getting an update on your phone now, they're putting little hidden contact tracing stuff on.
Yeah, unfortunately, unless you go back to the analog flips.
Yeah, we have the best cheese, and Lacoste Cross used to have a brewery too.
Alan Gold.
What's up, Alan Gold? Missy Jen actually worked for a company that was headquartered in Green Bay. Up there, that was one of the largest private cheese manufacturers for processing cheese for powders for like Kraft macaroni and cheese and
They
things
had
like
their
that.
own stock papers.
Yeah.
And they were not connected to New York.
No, they were privately held,
Oh, wow.
but they were
They had their
they.
own.
Thank you, be
stocks
kind.
Were owned by the workers of the company, the employers. And the stock went from $0 up to $250, and then it split. Went up to $250.
Thank you, be
again
kind.
within just 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she was able to afford to get some of her
It's a
surgery
very
and stuff.
successful company, and
Yeah.
then
Great content and thanks for putting up with
Thank
me.
you, sweetie pie. I think the thing's working okay now.
I've never been to Wisconsin.
it's
It's a great state. Great state. Thank you again, be kind. Very kind to you. Gas and Baton Rouge, $1.66. Another favorite city of mine, Baton Rouge. At this point in time, until Dietz shows me otherwise, I'll take Baton Rouge over New Orleans. It's just a more historically interesting town to me. It's got all the beautiful corruption of Louisiana politics and everything all in there. Nobody cuts the cheese like these. What was
Jeez,
there? One
Alan.
thing he's got to stay up. What the hell was that spicy crap? I thought it was a nacho thing.
It might have been the nachos.
I think
the,
it was,
quesadilla.
man.
The quesadilla nachos.
See if I could slow down Dee's eating speed to half speed. That would. He gets in front of something he likes to eat, and man, I'll turn around. And it's like, ding, gone. I like Sheboygan. You know,
Sheboygan what?
Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. There's Sheboygan, Michigan
Yeah.
as well.
Celeste, when I was in Wisconsin, people were telling me if you want the really good brats and the really good processed meats in Wisconsin, drive up to Sheboygan. It has the family farms that produce some of that stuff. So Sheboygan is definitely on my radar screen to go up to Sheboygan. I can't say, hey Becca, of course you are. Why would I block you? I can't say that I would visit Wisconsin in wintertime, but sometime I would do that.
No.
Yeah, Stickers was here earlier. I told him to pass on my, tell you, I said hi. I haven't seen you on in a heck of a long time. So I hope that you're doing well. Say, I don't, yeah, I don't just block people on here for random reasons. And you know,
No
you were
reason.
always kind to me, Becca, when we met and hung out in person and multiple times. So
She was a gracious host in Vegas.
she was an excellent host, and she was very nothing but kind to me. I had no issue with her whatsoever. I was just telling her about UND. Yeah, we don't really care, Sparky. It's just like
Don't even watch them.
the guy's in a power dive. I really need to apologize for what? You didn't. I don't. You didn't do anything to me, honey.
Hey Angus, I'm having a great
But
day.
if you want to step into the confessional, if there's something that you want to get off of your chest, yeah, we're having a great day. Yeah, having a great day today. Have you ever been to St. Augustine, Florida? Beautiful. I'd love to go there because it would be very cinematic.
Never been there.
You know, yeah. What's up, Darren? How you doing? Yeah, I don't really. You know, it's not going to move my needle. It shovels food down our throat like a backhoe. You got to give to smoothly answering chat without missing a beat. Thank you, Candle. Yeah. I just it's not. It's just it's off the radar screen. Anybody, whoever talks about the other right now is basically saying, I need to talk about you because I don't have content of my own. So,
Just makes me feel good that I could help somebody out in the
yeah,
way with their channel.
yeah,
I mean, if
yeah,
they're talking
'cause-
about me, I'm helping them. It makes me feel good that I can actually help them.
'cause
Whether
God
he's talking bad or
knows,
good.
you know, because God knows he can't produce any content that anybody would care about on his own. That is the bottom line on that. My bottom line after putting two and two together. So you know, I don't need to talk about. Yeah, the bed bugs have a serious case of poor bed bugs. Man, where did we end
Who's
up?
got bed bugs?
No, the bed bugs are unhappy where they ended up. You know. For I have sinned has been yeah. It's been since my yeah exactly. So you know if he's talking about me, then I'm living rent free in his head 24/7, which is a beautiful thing, baby. Because it's gonna get worse for him down the road when the travel begins and the content. Yeah, Kim, I'm not into idiotic drama and all that crap. I just I want to continue producing the content,
That's actually
doing more
why.
cinematic features and
That's
things
why
like
that's
that.
in my block list. You know, there's certain names in my block list of him, so that I don't even want to hear it because I don't see it. I don't care. I just don't really care.
Yeah, Doc, Darren says, would you promote one of my art shows if I asked you to? Yeah, do I get a 10% discount on anything I buy?
$6
Yeah.
haircut. Wish it was only
At least
$6.
he has a
I don't
full
even know where
head
you
of
can get a
hair,
$6
you know?
haircut. Where can you get a $6 haircut these days?
Take over for a minute.
Like,
So.
the cheapest I've ever
Yeah,
found is 20.
zero F's given, exactly.
Well, thank you, Uber Goober. How are you doing? Welcome. But no, seriously though, I got all of his names and everything blocked in my block word list. I don't really care about what he says. I mean, it's I'm past all that crap, man. When I say things like we really need to pull together and stop the hate, and this is a pandemic. This is not the time to be trying to do whatever to do hate things to make money off of people and scam people by using someone else's name, spreading lies. This ain't the time for all that garbage. So I turned around and unsubscribed from everything that I seen that's hate out there. I block, certain things in my block word list. I don't even want to talk about people and things like that. That's not what I'm here for. I could care less. People have their own channels. If they need to use me and my name or whatever to get their views up, that's fine. I mean, I'm glad I could help, whether it's a lie or the truth or whatever. I'm glad I can help you out, and that's sincere. I really am, because that's what we need to do is help people. Behind the barbershop? Yeah, well, I technically could just, go if I want to get haircuts and stuff and get like really cheap haircuts. I could just go to one of my mother's many hair salons that she owns. But no, I'd rather have a good quality haircut. Well, Sparky, it needs an. I haven't had a haircut since February in Vegas. That's the last time I had a haircut at the shop, at the barber shop. Ever since then, everything's been closed. So you know, it was a $40 haircut and it wasn't worth $40. Tell you that. Yeah, exactly, Susie. To anyone, you're right. Yeah, dude, I definitely, I could do with a haircut too. So, yeah, I have, and it went to my kids. All right, Doc. Thanks for being here. Always a pleasure. 50 to 70 bucks. Wow, that's not cheap. 50 to 70 bucks for some razors. Yeah, yes. The mods think you're bowl cut. No, I don't. That. Hey, maybe that's what I need to do until the barbershops do open. Just stick a bowl on my head and just go all the way around.
Boy, finally got my stimulus check yesterday, and then I lost it for a few hours. I was like, oh my God, started tearing the house apart. All right, Darren, just let me know when and
Oh,
where,
electric
and I'll be
razors.
happy to promote that for you. Yeah, Sparky just speaks his mind, but I
It's
know
fine.
you're probably looking forward to getting on the road again, like I am.
Oh man, it's just as great as this relaxation is. It's just not me. I like
Not
to
me
go.
either.
I like to be in my transportation, do my thing. I like
Yeah.
to work. I'm really miss working.
So I'm thinking, maybe taking off next week or something and going back over to Reno. I was checking the website. Do you guys remember the? Do you guys remember the Morris Burner Hostel in Reno?
Yes, yes, that's a great hostel.
Great
One of
hostel.
these days I'll spend some time there.
Now on May 7th, they kicked everybody out of that hostel. They weren't abiding. The owner of that hostel, which is arguably one of the coolest hostels I've ever stepped into. The owner of the hostel came in one day and he was freaking out because the common area was open. There were people high-fiving all around the property, and there was zero social distancing. Hello, Beansprout. Nice to see you. Thank you, Carol. How you doing, Brad? What's going on? There was actually this guy that owns it. He was freaking out, and he called the city and asked them to help him boot everybody out of the hostel. Now, there's long-term residents that live on some of the upper floors, and they
Right.
could stay, but so I'm thinking that they're gonna reopen the hostel again. So I'm trying to keep an eye on that. I hope we can get down to San Diego after everything's all squared away in Las Vegas. I might end up taking a one couple week or short term rental or something in Las Vegas, and then doing the same thing down in San Diego, down there, because I think demand will be down quite a lot in San Diego. I don't think they'll be having the rentals that they used to, the rental demand that they used to have. I could be wrong. It could be booming.
So are they opening it back up like they did with some of the hostels in Vegas?
I checked in on Monday. I just put Monday's date in, and it said like Sunday and Monday are sold out over there. So
Oh,
I
oh,
don't know if they're sold out or they're just
that's true.
putting the cover on that we're full, and we'll put you on a waiting list or something like that. I thought that would be a pretty cool place stay in for a couple nights.
Yeah, I've always wanted to check that place out, and they're really cheap.
Yeah, and we got the grand tour, didn't we, from
Yeah,
the
except for
manager?
upstairs. They said when they have rooms upstairs available, they'll let us go up there and film that too.
Yep. So she was like, "You take all the video you want." And
Yeah, it's just like
well,
it's free
she's
advertising.
well,
Good.
she's smart. I mean, a lot of places is like free promotional, just free promotional advertising for the place. But I thought that was cool. The only downside that they consistently deal with is they're next to the big homeless shelter there
Yeah.
down that road. And now they're not displacing any homeless people from wherever they're setting up camp. They don't want to have to do that. Let's see. Be Kind said prices are sky high and booked up for the most part on vacation rental by owners across the country. That kind of
I
surprises
wonder
me.
how Airbnbs are doing.
I don't even know if they're taking reservations. Becca, can I move in with you for a few weeks if we? Well, you know the way to the rancho.
A barrel
Becca,
English.
hey Beryl, how are you? Nice to see you. Hope everything's going great in the wonderful United Kingdom. But that was definitely one of the coolest hostels I stepped into over there. So I'm hoping that they're going to be open. I was really surprised that Hostel Cat was open.
Hostel
Because-
Cat, Sin City Hostel.
Yeah, down in Vegas because they had tons of restrictions in place, didn't they? No
Yes.
common area
Mm.
where I sat and had
No
breakfast with my
kitchen.
Korean and Japanese friends that time. It was all
No kitchen, no
no
nothing.
kitchen, no
You
kitchen.
can go outside and cook on the grill.
Yeah. So you said people were getting ice chests and actually
Yeah.
buying their groceries and just
Throwing them in their ice chests.
cooking on the grills, which is weird because hostel life is supposed to be about bringing people together around big community tables,
Yeah.
like at Hostel Cat when we stayed down there, and
Right.
it was fun. That's what
It
adds
was.
to the whole cool dimension. And I thought it was really funny when Dee was trying to do a morning video, and I can imagine where he was going to try to get around the corner. Oh, this guy needs to get his bike out. Sorry, man, I didn't. I'm just trying to do a. I'm trying.
Yeah, a lot of them didn't want to be on camera. They made that clear. So, out of respect, I don't do that.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find a corner where it's just me. And someone would start to walk towards me, and they're like, oh, he's doing his thing. They walk
Hi.
away.
Hi, Cheryl. Nice to see you. So, yeah, I thought that was funny. I would watch Dee's morning stream from Vegas, and he'd be like, first you'd see him against, I know the wall you were sitting against back there, but wow, unbelievable. Let's see, Brad said our beaches in the Florida Panhandle are full.
Yeah, I've
I'm
heard
not
that.
surprised. There's a lot of bounce back. You know what I'm saying? People got cooped up for
Too long.
months.
I'm glad to hear what
Months.
Trump said, too, today. We will not be closing this country down again. It will not happen.
There we go. You had it. And houses of worship are open, and that's the
I
good.
can't believe they closed those.
Bean said, no one would like to sleep with me at the hostel I snore. Well, I've had stinky feet. I've had all kinds of things that.
Not me. Somebody else with stinky feet. Let's make that clear. When I found out my feet stank, I
Well,
hurried up and ran in the shower.
I'll tell you, I was in the lower bunk, and this guy from I think he was Canadian, but he had a British accent, and he was one of the best looking guys I've ever seen in my life. But man, his feet were.
Ooh, the whole
Oh.
room.
Oh man, I just got a whiff of it. Yeah, Cliff says I love Vegas.
I just remember when we were in Salt Lake City. I'm just like, is that my feet? And you're like, well, it ain't mine. I'm like, oh man! I jumped down right away, ran into the bathroom. Like, oh, I got a shower. It was nice.
I think that was Salt Lake City.
Yeah, right in Salt Lake City.
Let's see those tatas. There they are. Well, the funny thing about the Salt Lake was it's almost like a dream. You get to a hostel that's newly opened, and there was nobody at the hostel in Salt Lake. The guy was so nice. He let me interview him, and wasn't he a cool guy? And his wife was was there, and they had a great common area, and the bathroom had never even been touched. You know, it was weird. It was
That's very true, Be Kind. That is very true.
Yeah, Be Kind says certain people took advantage of shut down. It can't happen again, my friend. I don't. This country won't tolerate another.
No.
We
The-
won't do
The
another.
American
tolerate.
people pretty much spoke up and said, enough's enough.
Yeah, to me, it's like you had your shot. That's it. Things seem under control. Hospitals aren't full, and let's get on. Cliff said, "I'm waiting for things to pick up so I can go to Florida." I'm not sure I want to be in Florida in June, July, August. You know, I mean it's pretty hot and humid. They've had a lot of rain down in Florida too, haven't they? Yeah, the lake effect in Salt Lake City can get real bad stink.
Mm-hmm. We were there. It stunk bad.
Sparky says you're not worried about skeet and the crispy sheets or bed bugs in the hostel. To me,
How they take care of that? Those that you can't use your own. You can't use your own bedding or nothing.
yeah, they provide. Um, some hostels will give you a towel and your bedding and pillowcases and things like that. You bring in your own stuff. To me, it's weighing off being a very social person with the risk of being, you know, with people that are traveling on a budget. But they're some of the coolest people in the world. They're people from Australia and Brazil and all these different places. We even saw a guy get the heave ho from, remember?
Yeah.
Low man's like, man, you got to go. You're just not with the
Hey,
program.
Ernesto.
How you doing, Ernesto? Nice to see you. That was something in the
Yeah,
heat.
that was.
105-degree day. They just like, man, you got to go. The guy's like from Brazil. It's like, I paid my deposit. It's like, man, it's like, whoa, dude, you're just not getting the spirit of what the hostel's all about. And just boots. Spray the sheets with off. Well, we never seen a bed bug around here, Sparky. That's for
And I
damn
really do. I check things out when I go into a hostel and things like that. You know, you really do need to check them things. You gotta check the creases of the mattresses. You gotta check, you know, the things like that. You just don't just look at the bed and say, "Oh no bed bugs." You gotta check things out.
Man,
I
I
see
just
something, I'm
crawl
not gonna
into
stand
bed, baby.
If I see something, I ain't staying there. We're a flea collar.
I'll tell you, he's the original neat freak. You know, when it comes to making sure everything is precise. I still got my locker for the locker. You know, my lock for locking up my stuff. It's funny. Dee said it'd be nice to have somebody down there. I don't have to sleep with one eye open. It's just one
Oh,
weird.
that's who you're talking about that have bed bugs. Oh, wow. Well,
Oh, okay, Brad. Because you know it's
sucks to be him.
yeah, living unclean is you know it's an ongoing commitment when you have a van of between maggots and other vermin that can get in there. You really have to look at Gerald. Gerald has no issues.
Well, vans are like one of the worst places in
If you
RVs.
stepped
The worst
into-
places you want to have that problem in.
Yeah, because you'll have to eventually you have to burn the van down. There'll be no saving it because you'll never.
It's not like he's new to that.
Yeah, I'm just saying that. Yeah, there'll be no saving that. You'll never be able to.
Sparky.
You'll never be able to debug it. There's
No.
too many cracks and too many crannies. I mean, I built the whole interior. I know every square inch of that where they could be in hideout. Hey, Hop Frog, how you doing? And no, I mean,
These
but
things.
I don't know what they. Can't remember what they're for, but look at. I think these are tops for cans of treats or something.
Oh, so that you for your beer cans, so no whatchamacallits can get in there, right?
Oh, the roaches in Vegas.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I will tell you what, man. But let me tell you about the opposite and the other side of the coin is is Coates 9100. Look at how neat and clean. You could walk into his van today and it would be as clean. This was his second van that he got. His first one got T-boned
Ooh.
and was totaled. And the second one, he's had it, I guess, about 2 years now. I guarantee you, if you went into that van, it would be neat and clean. No dirty stuff laying in the sink, no garbage laying around. Sheets laundered once a week or so, and you have to no problem, Becky. You have to be twice as meticulous with a van as you do with the house.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Especially when you're traveling everywhere. It's not just the bed bugs you got to worry about. There's all kinds of different things. Ticks,
Yeah.
different ticks in different places, fleas, different bacteria
Yeah.
everywhere you go. I mean, there's just all kinds of things.
As my granny used to say, yeah, it's almost showroom. As my granny used to say, once a slob, always a slob. So you're not going to change. So it is what it is. Yeah. So yeah, I'm getting itchy feet to get on the road again and
I
get
can't believe
moving.
you're on top chat.
This is goddamn. Why did they ever do this top chat and live chat crap? You know, what's the point of it? There we go. So he's saddled up with the. So why has he saddled up with the? I don't think he has. I don't think he has, to tell you the truth. I mean, Gerald pretty much runs his own show. He's pretty independent about things. So. Yeah, it's good. Say hi to Mrs. Wombat too. But I guess Wednesday will be 2 weeks. And I think it's time to maybe push on in anticipation of Vegas opening in June. So I'm thinking if we hit the road and go
slowly.
Reno and slowly make our way down through Tonopah, where I can actually stop and get some video, and then down to Goldfield, which looked like a really cool town with the haunted Mitzpah Hotel. Might be able to get some tours and some other things for stuff like that.
Or he showers every day. Ooh.
Gerald, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, Gerald
You know,
definitely showers every day.
you can
He's going
tell.
to, he goes to Planet Fitness.
Yeah, I mean it's
I
they've
shower
been
every day.
closed,
I mean,
you know.
that's what I'm just saying. Like, who
That's
doesn't?
that's one reason I'm off the road, is because they closed the Roadie. There we go.
There we go. That's a good one,
That's a
Olivia.
good Roadie. That's good. I like that. They closed the Planet Fitness, and you really need them if you're a boondocker and a traveler. You really need those places. I mean, they're a lifesaver. Serene and Simple Life is a great nomad channel. Serene and Simple Life. Okay, I'll have to look them up. I haven't heard of that one. I unfollowed a lot of travel channels because they're not traveling at all. They're just, some of them pulled off the road. Some of them bought houses, which seems counter
Being a nomad.
to being a nomad. So I don't know.
Yeah, the Shrine Shack has a shower.
Yeah, and you can actually wash your undercarriage under there.
Oh yeah, I'm just like, ooh, I'm dancing and singing, you know, putting on a whole Broadway show for myself, and there's plenty of room in there.
Oh, I don't know, because I haven't followed the guy in 2 months. He's said nobody on YouTube. It's just nothing there for me anymore on that. You know, it always shines through. What's up, Jay Berlin?
Hey, Jay, how you doing?
I'm gonna get a refill real quick. I'll be right back.
She lives full time in an RV. Really? Serene and simple. Cool. Furry stickers. There's another one I met in Vegas. Let's see. Yes, Stickers gave me a bunch of weed when I met him. I was like, wow.
Don't you think people are tired of being cooped up for months?
Oh, yeah. I couldn't take it after a month, and I was like, forget this. I'm done. I'm going. I'm leaving. Caesar followed MGM's suit and suspended parking fees today. Yes, they're all going to eventually do that. And then when they still have a hard time getting people in there, I'm
Resort
hoping
fees.
the resort fees are going to drop because it's ridiculous that you can get a room for $19.99, but the resort fee is $60.
Tell them about the grand when you got locked out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, whoa, all right, man, found a room for $30 tonight. Sweet. Get there, and the lady's like, oh, there's an experience fee. What? It's a resort fee. And I'm like, oh, okay, how much is that? She's like, $35. I'm like, what? That's more than the room. She was like, yeah, but guess what? The pool's open 24 hours. I'm like, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I got to be out by 11. I'm going to sleep.
And I like somebody on Dee's side chat saying, well, just wait another hour till 6 a.m. Rosie will be at the Denny's. She can give you the key. She can give you the key there. I'll tell you, unbelievable. But I expected, hi, Yoba, how are you? I expected those resort fees will be the next domino to fall. I'm expecting we got money issues. It's not just pandemic, it's also layoffs and unemployment. So I expected, we've seen people from LA that have invaded in, what did you call them, the low lifers that came in for the budget. They're like, the hell with Cornholio, man. Give me that.
Yeah, from LA.
That cheap room down there.
Bugs or no bugs, you decide.
So we saw a lot of driving traffic from LA. So
all right, Juice. I let a 5 gram. Whoa, that's a hell of a joint, man.
it is Friday. It's Juice's holiday weekend. What's up, Juice? Nice to see you.
I did.
Very
stickers.
welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, it was good. He has a bite under his eye and nose now. Honestly, Brad, I don't like to see anybody in misery or distress. But honest to God, there is no way to effectively eliminate and eradicate bed bugs in a van.
Not an
It's a
RV or
fact of
van.
life.
RVs and vans are the worst.
All
place
you
to
can
have
do
those.
is move everything out and unleash a cyanide bomb and come back in a month or so and wipe every surface down. And it's just, there's no way. You know how many. I mean, I took the whole van apart, gutted the interior. I know every piece of wood, every screw, every bolt, everything, and there's just no way that you're going to eradicate any kind of infestation or pest problem. And it's impossible. So,
No,
yeah, I enjoyed meeting you too.
I think they will. I mean, usually the hotels, even the fancy ones, are real cheap. It's the resort fees that get you every time. Usually, you can find online, if you look good enough, you can find one of those rooms really cheap. I just don't think Circus is going to last, especially if they have a resort fee. Like, they were already pretty much out the door, weren't they?
Yeah, Circus was advertising a $12 room and then a $39.40 resort fee. I'm like, man, it's Circus, man.
They're only worth about $12 a
My
night.
God, especially you go back to the manor area in the back with that, the complex in the back. It looks like a damn Russian gulag. Housing after housing and housing. The biggest dumpy. You could smell like whiz
How do you
back
get
there.
rid of sugar ants? When I had a house, I used Ortho Home Defense. It's a perimeter spray.
There you go. There you go. Resort fees are ridiculous, and I'm just they'll be the next thing to go once we really get down to the fall season. You'll really start to see the economics really begin to bite into this. Right now, we're kind of in a la-la land.
Yeah, but Jay Berlin, Circus is a dump.
Oh.
You can find better dumpy motels.
You walk
than
in the
you can
front
Circus
entrance,
Circus.
and there's kids just sitting on the floor in the ramps going in, and all in the lobby area. And their parents are in there gambling till 4 or 5 in the morning, and the kids are just passed out, and you hear screaming and hollering all night in the
Jackie
hotel.
Boo. But the problem is, in a van, there's so many places they can go, and vans and RVs, they can go and hide in cracks and get away from that heat.
Yeah, there's just I hate to tell you, it's it's the karma of life, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. You know, the universe has a way of pushing back, so that's the way it goes.
But I know your home was very nice when I'm very clean and very nice and no infestation when I was there, Jackie.
Good, Rich. I'll go for the hotel. Still above 100 and more. I don't know. Most of mine are like in the $32. $32 $32 range. Yeah, the heat gets everywhere where you are, but in a van, that's not so much the not so much the case.
I had a buddy of mine.
Dee told me they're resilient. They just keep evolving.
They're evolving, yeah. So even the sprays don't work. But I actually had a buddy of mine that actually professionally heat treated his house and had it tented off 5 times.
Wow.
And today I was told that he still has bed bugs. They're not that easy. Oh yeah, not that house. Okay. They because they'll hide behind trim. They'll go, they'll do whatever they can to get into darker, colder places.
It is a sad environment.
And they can live 12 months without feeding. They can live 10 to 12 months without food.
Man, that is insane. That is absolutely insane. But yeah, I can guarantee you one thing: they sure as hell never came out of this place. That's for darn sure. But the trucker mattress had never been cleaned. I don't think the sheets had ever been washed or anything like that. Hey, Kimberly, love the videos. They were very relaxing. Thank you. I'm trying to get into the way of more recorded content and less of the live stream stuff. So 4,000. Wow, $4,000 is what they charged. Wow, $4,000. Woo.
It is expensive to get rid of them because it's a necessity.
I wonder how much it costs. You'll see people occasionally tent their house for termites, and then they'll pump in all the cyanide gas or whatever. I wonder how much they pay to have that.
I don't know. I know when I owned my construction company, if they had termites or carpenter ants and they already had the treatment done, then I would come in and I would charge them 2 to 3 times more just to fix the wood. Just because they had to have it done and everybody else is doing the same thing. When you hear, as a contractor, you hear bed bugs or not bed bugs, but termites or carpenter ants, usually they just up the price. Yeah, and we could tell anyways just by looking at the wood.
I had to remediate a lot of termite damage on the front here because they didn't fix the guttering and the fascia boards on the front of the house.
Morocco's
Jackie's like, not in my house, baby, not in my current house.
Right. It wasn't in my current house. No, her current house is really nice.
Hey, Axel, how you doing? Long time no see. Hope
Axel Young.
Good. Yeah, Axel Young, what's up? Nice to see you. Just doing a rare day stream for me these days. I'm just trying to figure out what we're doing. Yeah, I'd rather deal with termites than bed bugs. That's for sure. Yeah, most places will pest test before
Nathan.
any loans, Susie. The circus was in a neighborhood. That's true. It's exactly true.
Flea infestation. Ooh.
Termites are the worst. Yeah, they're the worst in the south and moist, warm environments. Over in Asia, they were big. Taiwan. For most of the termites.
Oh boy.
Just got off the boat and home. Well, I hope you had a good trip. Can I just spray for the ants with dogs?
Yeah, because I always had dogs. I had a Saint Bernard and a Pompo. It's just a perimeter spray. You spray it all in the perimeter inside and the perimeter on the outside. And I don't know how it does it, but I've been using that stuff for years actually. So it really helped me out a lot because I had a house that within 10 feet of my backyard was a train track, like. From the garage, 10 feet from the garage was a train track. So you got mice, bugs, all kinds of stuff going in and out of there. So, yeah.
Oh, man. After your home is unsealed and once air sealed, you have to go between $1,200 and $2,500 for $1,200. That ain't cheap. They got to put up all that tenting material, seal it pretty much to the outside. And thank you, Axel. I actually bought this down in Los Algodones. I appreciate that. This is an authentic Hacendado Bangora from Mexico. So I think I paid
Are they still being held
12
hostage
bucks.
on those cruise ships?
Some of the workers are out there.
Wow, that is horrible.
Yeah, they don't want to pay the money to send them back home. So they say with ants, you make a food with poise, the workers will carry that food back. Carpenter bees drill right in the wood. Yeah, we've had them before.
Carpenter
that kind
bees,
of stuff.
man.
So certainly had carpenter bees. At least I don't know if they even sting. You know, they just pretty much stick to their knitting, and I'm waiting for the murder bees to come. Those crazy things. Thank you, Axel. Appreciate that. $4.99. The hat is actually, which is kind of cool. They make the hat out of the straw-like material, but then they spray it with a plasticizer. Feel that? So
Oh,
at least, yeah,
wow.
it's not what you expect it to
Some
be.
kind of a poly, huh?
It's some kind of poly on here, and it's really amazing, and it keeps cool and everything. It's kind of it's like a plastic material. So the local guys here went crazy when they would see me go into the store. Like I went into this morning, I was shopping and I had it on, and they're like, their whole demeanor changes when they see you wearing. You identify as somebody that's really Mexico related when you.
I bet you wore your really dark black wig.
Thank
that
you,
would
Axel.
really.
Yeah, that would be it. That would be it. Yeah. So, but
All right.
I bargained. I think the guy wanted 25. I got it done at like 14 bucks or something like that. Which I'm not trying to rip anybody off. I'm just trying not to get ripped off myself. So.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, it's very lightweight. It's extremely lightweight. It was very comfortable. It's got a little bit of a finish band on the front of it, which was nice. So, give a little tilt. Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so long. Dee's like, please don't sing. Whatever you do.
Oh, Hot Frog.
Round
I'm
up
sure he's
old
got his
tea.
own.
Oh man. So I'm kind of thinking, yeah, there you go, Ernesto. I'm kind of thinking that maybe next week we'll be back on the road and headed to Reno. See what we can do over there, and let's see if the Morris Burner Hostel is going to be open, or maybe some of the hotels. Thank you, Noreen. I am going to. I'm going to go ahead. It's an hour and a half. I just wanted to come on for a shorty today, so thank you for popping into the chat, everybody, and be well. It is Memorial Day. Monday, it's a solemn day. You know, it's one thing to be in the military. It's another thing to have given your life for your country. And Memorial Day is the day that we recognize those people, men and women, that have died through the course of hundreds of years in this country for either liberty, unification, nation, saving other nations from terrible fates and things like that. So just spare a thought for that on Memorial Day weekend. Y'all have a wonderful day. And for those of you who are baking tonight, I'll see you over there. We're going to be making some lemon bars. Thanks, everybody. And if you haven't hit the thumbs up on the way out, please do so, and have a wonderful one. Yeah, Rosamond, go back to Tonopah. I'm going to pronounce it Tonopah. The Wild Mustangs are in down. There we go. Okay, there we go. I'll do that. Thank you all. Have a great one. Thank you, Dee.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.